Hello and welcome back. We are on episode 160 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. In this episode, we have a lot to do. We are working on our steam turbine and thermo Aquatuner setup here on the second asteroid. We need to keep this area a lot cooler since we've kind of figured out, well, just one Aquatuner is not going to do it. We need another one that's going to be capable of handling all of the cooling required for the liquid sulfur geyser. It may work better if we had enough coolant that was already down in temperature, but it probably is not enough since we didn't have a lot of time to cool all of the supercoolant in pipes that we have here. So if we look right now, we're at 10.3 coming out of here. Some of it is a little bit colder, 10.3 here and so on and so forth. Right, all the way up here, that takes about 3 or 4 degrees out of that, but it's just not enough. So we are in the process of creating a secondary section to the steam turbines, and we are going to add 2 more steam turbines, one here, and then we are going to effectively increase the room size with this steam. So we have to create a vacuum in here first, and then when the vacuum is completed, we should be fine. We will probably have to add a little bit more water, but again, we just need to have some extra cooling for this area, so that is what we are going to start with at least. So let's let them work on that. Let's take a look at our cosmetic blueprint we have, and then some of the other things that we're going to work on. Whoa, look at that, the donor jacket. That's pretty fancy. Anyways, the other couple of things that we need to work on are we need to get some more things mined. So we're going to keep sending one of the rockets to the Gilded Asteroid Field so we can get more fullerene and regolith and gold, all of that. So we are going to take a look at our main asteroid and go all the way up here to our rockets that we have in play. So we don't have enough diamond in this one yet, specifically to allow us to continually go and mine the asteroids. We also have this issue here with this cooling method, and we are going to change this. For some reason, we ended up with regular water in this pipe, which I'm not exactly entirely sure how that happened, but that's fine. We're just gonna pull all of the different liquids out of there, and then we are going to let this cool down, and then we will kind of go from there. One of the things that I would like to do with this area, since it is really, really cold, is just kind of revamp this situation, right? It's definitely not perfect of a system here. I don't like where the liquid pipe thermosensor is and everything else, so we are going to actually adapt. Instead of having the thermo injector from the cooling from this side over. So we're going to do this a little bit differently. Probably more similar to the ones that we have down here. If we look at the hydro vent, this is probably somewhat similar to what we're going to do up there. Let's go back up here, take a look at our oxygen creation. Yeah, we do need to fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We ended up with brine inside of the pipes, so we had to pull that out of there, and that was not helpful to our situation whatsoever. So we'll be fixing that up, getting rid of that brine, and then just kind of keep going on the oxygen production, since we definitely don't have enough at this point in time without that large area SPOM that we have built here. So we're going to do that. Let's take a look at this asteroid. We do have regular water in here, so that must have been where our issue came from. I imagine that the piping, when we were fixing the piping for this to go up and over, I think somewhere it connected up, like right here. Yeah, I think that's what might have happened here. Yeah. And that's all right. We are fixing the issue, and that'll be just fine. So we'll get rid of this and revamp this area and everything else. So What I want to do, I'm going to put a regular tile here and here. That way it cools down a little bit faster. We want to go back to the other asteroid, see how all this is moving along. Seems to be doing okay, but I don't think we are. I think we have too much water in here, and that's why the steam is not very efficient right now. See, this is just idle, so don't have to worry too much right now. We will need another way to get down here, so we're going to open up that section right here, and that should allow the duplicates to go straight down. Okay, did our little buddy, yep, he got shut down. That's all right. We were kind of expecting that, right? We added some more of this tiles at the top here, because for some reason the water just keeps pushing downward, which is actually kind of cool. I've never thought it would do that on its own, but yeah, when we send a rover here the next time, we're going to close this off maybe, or just add another row and kind of see how it goes. But that's kind of where we're at on that asteroid. Okay, so some of the steam did get released in this area, but that's okay. That is totally fine. The area is cold enough to where it's going to change directly into water pretty quickly. As you can see, it's definitely almost done already. Yeah, no more steam. If you look at the temperature, it's going down pretty quickly. So I think this is a good thing to showcase, because when you build systems that may not work, you have to figure out how to fix it, right? How to take it apart and put it back together. And this kind of situation is really difficult because of the temperature. So we probably could add this loop to this one, but I don't think that that's going to be necessary if we just kind of leave it alone. We want that. Yep. Perfect. Okay, we do have a lot of this extra stuff lying around, like crude and water. Water's gonna freeze, so I don't think that that would be very good. And I don't want to like open all this up and then warm everything in the vicinity, but down here is pretty cold, right? So we could even just take that and use that to our advantage if we wanted to. It's way too hot. You know, we're just gonna deconstruct this. I don't even want to bother with trying to have this run and delete the heat, because there is damage occurring right now, right? So what we should do is no. Make this the highest priority on this asteroid. Let them delete that. Okay, all this is getting going. This looks pretty good. I mean, this is starting to... everything's starting to warm up a little bit. Yeah, this would probably be better if we had more time to cool off the supercoolant. There we go. Add some extra area here. And I think that the next step here is going to be, let's open all this up right here. Don't want to open all this fertilizer up because I think it'll buckle under pressure. So we're gonna put another liquid pump right here. Perfect. Okay, let's check on our rockets. Let's view the interior of this one. Okay, how much food do we have? Plenty of food. So we want crew. Their destination is going to be to the asteroid field. And then this is the one that doesn't have anything else on it, right? Right. Is there anything in here? No. Everything's dropped down. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Alright, so what is this actually cooling down? It's cooling down all of the water that's in here. Polluted water would be better. If we change that to supercoolant, it would probably be way over efficient for this situation, so I don't really think that that would be a good idea either. Let's check our power. Conductive wire, how much is on here? 2.16, okay. Our time to travel hasn't gone down, even though I thought it might. Okay, all this is still going. See, that's got polluted dirt. Let's get rid of all this brine, please, and thank you. Oh man, let's wrangle some of these. We have too many here. Alright. That looks great. I don't think they'll, if I do that, they won't be able to reach it. We'll leave that alone. I need a spot for the Atmo suits, which I think we could just put down here, actually. Let's do suit stations, and then we want not the textile loom, the exosuit forge is what we need. And then how much power does that require? 480. Okay. So it's a little bit more than that, but let's throw one of these here, go over, and then perfect. Keep that behind the wall. And a lot of that water is still around. Yeah, I think we had way too much steam in here. Now, why is all of that not going back into the liquid reservoir? We may need to change that. What if we did this? That's why. Okay. No, don't do that. We're gonna go back the other way. We'll pull all this out of here that we can. All right, let's move on a little bit faster so this is not so boring. Sorry, everybody, we're working here. Okay. We're gonna get all this out of the cooling loop. And then we are going to get rid of all of that. Perfect. Yeah, not using the right materials is what really made this harder on us. So if we continued to use that, it would just keep breaking things since the water's too, you know, it freezes faster than the other one, so, than the polluted water. So that was kind of an issue. Okay, we didn't do anything with this here, but that polluted water that we have coming out of this room should be filling up both of these fertilizers, which it looks like it is. Fertilizer synthesizer, excuse my... Oh, we are not happy. I'm sorry. We're gonna go launch the rocket. Made a mess. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, let's unequip the suit. Let's mop this up. Yeah. And then let's undo the crew, have them pick up all of this gross ickiness. And then go back to Rowan. There we go. Yeah, we need to pick up all of this stuff. Okay, this is starting to look good. I'm getting there, one step at a time. I was thinking that, you know, it would be worth it to just maybe even turn off a couple of these. Like we could turn off a couple of the oil wells. I mean, this one's not running because it doesn't have enough water. Let's look at the water over here. Okay. That would be helpful. And there we go. That looks good. This looks pretty good. Hydrogen is a vacuum over there. Okay. So at some point, this will be... I mean, it's not going to overpressure. It's just going to get super hot in there. Okay. So with some of that piping fixed, let's go and... Yeah, I kind of wish we did this differently originally. And my original thought process for this is we haven't used the thermo aquatuners and the steam turbine setups in vast quantities before. So trying this out and figuring out what the best method for doing so, I think we've figured out that this is not the way to go. You want to have at least the thermo sensor right next to the Aquatuner so you can control it right away. And this just doesn't, it works in this regard, but I think that I like the other methodology better, where we have it like we do down here, where it's right next to the Aquatuner, so you have full control of what is going into the Aquatuner without any repercussions, because you know the temperature of everything that's going in there. So this is probably what I would consider the best practice with the thermo Aquatuner. So that's why we are going to revamp this, since we had an issue with the pipe bursting. And yeah, that's just unfortunately what we had happen, but it's just, you know, you run into the issues and you have to work the problem. So let's just continue on with all of this. What else do we need to get done over here? I think we were looking at the different plants that we have under radiation, right? And when I asked the question in the last episode about when did providing radiation matter, it you know, we had an individual provide an answer for us, which thank you so much for providing that. That's why I asked the question, when does it matter? And it matters when the plant is harvested. Okay, now we want to get a certain percentage as close to the 7,400 rads per cycle that we can. Obviously right now we are not providing anywhere near that, you know, top percentage, but we are at about, I want to say 10 to 20%, right around there with the 1,000 rads per cycle, right? So that is okay. We're not like overly trying. We're not adding 3 or 4 radiation lamps like we could. But that is where we are at. So that's what matters, is at the time of harvest, that is when you need to have the radiation, which is very important in this specific type of situation where we have a need to try and mutate the plants. So that's what we found out thanks to a viewer, which we truly appreciate the help and the support. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? We're going to get rid of these because it does not matter. This is going to be cold enough to where it should be fine. I want to move this over 1 or 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will put that right there. Yeah, that would be the best. We're going to need to add a little bit more cooling to this area since we're going to add 1 and 2 different steam turbines, but that's okay. All right, let's go over to our main asteroid. Let's get our rocket ready to go. We want the crew in here. Get some more of that mining done while we wait to do everything else. We're going to check on the second rocket. We might send another rover to the Lushani, which is our radioactive asteroid. It's got a bunch of stuff there that we have to take care of, including picking up other other artifacts, right? We need artifacts for one of the achievements. Okay. Pilot aboard. We have no active construction. Everything looks good, and we're going here. Good. Launch. And away we go. Looks great. We haven't touched the setup for the hydrogen or the liquid hydrogen or the liquid oxygen yet. I wanted to resolve other issues first prior to that, so we are going to wait. You were sending a green signal. That is not good. This got all backwards. Here's what we need to do. Okay, what do we have materials wise? Okay, there is a bunch of that here. These are at max gas pressure, so they can't do anything, right? Yeah, that's not good. So we need to filter out this oxygen. Okay. There is going to be a little bit of hydrogen. We're going to do 450 now. Just like the other one. We're not going to touch it. We do need this to not be... Oh. That would be why it's not working. We want hydrogen. Oh. Well, that's not what we want. We want to go up and over, because that's not what we needed. How are we going to fix this, everyone? What is the best way? Maybe it is... Oh, geez. I'm really struggling here for a minute. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. So what we want to do is we want to filter out oxygen, not hydrogen. Okay. And then, no, we want to just go down and over and around. And then we are going to stop hydrogen from going in the other direction temporarily, because it's not good. You know, all kinds of messed up stuff here. I'm not sure how that all happened, but hopefully we can figure that out. What we should do is have a whole bunch of hydrogen ready to be turned into liquid. But we did start storing it in a couple of places. Over here, there's a little bit of a section. You know what, maybe it would be good just to do that right here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of them. Kind of wish we had more than 2. Here we go. More blueprints. Yeah, that's right. We are going to check it out really quickly. See what else we've got. We've got a yellow. which is only 3,200. Ooh, green. You know, I want a pink one. That's right, we're buying it. That's how we know that it is going to be hydrogen. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna get all these taken care of. We're gonna go up and over, and then up and over. See? It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. And then we can start cycling this stuff around again and it won't get stuck. But this is some of the stuff that happens, you know, you make micro changes and then things stop working, or for some reason you forget to put, you know, oh man, I need to keep track of my water, those kinds of things. So even in the late game, you run into issues that you don't mean for them to happen, but okay. Actually, we cannot send it out that way because we need it to go through the filter. So filter first, and then yeah, then we will have it go in this direction. This is just to help filter out all of the extra hydrogen that's laying around, and then we need to wait until we have power. Power. 480 on that one. Let's see how much we have on this one. Oh, only 960? There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look at our other asteroid while they make that wire. Oh, this is getting done. Pretty good amount of time. We have these, so let's put some crude oil here. Okay. Perfect, and then we want to sweep up these, and then this will put this sweep only. Perfect. Alright, everybody says that they're some idleness. Well, there's a lot of stuff that can be picked up, so let's grab those, bring them back. That would be great. New printables, what do we got? Swamp chard. We need more food here, so that's what we're gonna grab for over here. All right, that looks good. Get rid of these three things. They did it through the wall. They're in the walls. No, they're not. All right. So all those got done. Now let's put a higher priority on all of this wiring. Oh, we don't even have wire. We don't have oxygen going to that one. That's unfortunate. Undock that suit. Yeah, we'll put a suit there. Undock that suit. Put them both there. That'll give them access. Even though they should be fine going in and out, right? They could just turn it off temporarily until we get the oxygen production back up. Kind of unfortunate that that happened though, because it made us have a lot of issues Like, this is not good. I suppose... Let's see, what's going on? We don't have... We don't have water to these, do we? No, we do not. Okay. That's why we're not producing oxygen from over here, because they don't have enough water. But that's okay. All right. Yeah, that got some oxygen in there. That's not good. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to open this up, and then we are going to cut off all this oxygen. So we don't have this issue. Yeah, that's really bad, actually. Big oopsie on my part. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're going to just disable this building for now. Then it's gonna give us everybody access over here so we can fix everything. Let's see, can we just unpipe this one? That should work, right? Alright, so now that we have some of that going, come on, we need this stuff done. Why is it not getting completed? That's why, because we were waiting for everybody to be able to get through. Okay. So now, we'll take this. What are we making this out of? Just regular cobalt? Yeah. And we'll go all the way over and back. And then we had, what was it? We had a regular pipe, insulated. We'll go granite. Go up and over, and then down, and then over this way. And then we had a gas bridge going in this direction because that's our priority. That's going to go up and over. Alright, so let's look at the ventilation, and we need to get rid of that. All of these. Yeah, it's taken a while. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to turn that off temporarily. Let that all kind of keep seeping around. And then once this power is going, come on, let's get this last bit. You can do it. So much oxygen in the wrong pipes. Did we get power? No, we did not yet. That's it. That's the last bit, and we will be fine. Alright, let's let them figure that out while we work on the other asteroid here. Nah, nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. It's getting plenty of radiation from, or not radiation, but lumens. And then we'll do that, and then we will do trigger rocket. Yeah. All right. Did we get that completed? It looks like we did. All right, so let's do this. Let's turn that off. And then now we just let it do its thing. I think it won't go this way though. We'll need to fix that and flip that bridge around. Now that's not necessary. All right, what are we pulling out of here? Oh. It's going through, so we have to fix this. Come on. There we go. You gotta be careful with your pipes. Clearly, if you don't, you have issues like this. Alright, let's go back to ventilation. Let's get the bridge going, go the opposite direction. Alright, let's turn this off. Empty that in here, that'll be good. Yeah, let's fill up this whole thing with hydrogen again. We may need to run back and forth in between these two manual airlocks again, but that's okay. Lots of maintenance, a lot of fixing. How is all of these doing? Okay, we are getting a lot of good things completed here. Just keeping track of the stress, keeping track on how everything is getting completed. We're in a really good position, at least right now. And we want a bunch of water in here. All right. Highest priority to these right here. Let's take a look at our pipes. Okay, it's starting to clear out. We're gonna keep these. Yeah, we're gonna keep all this turned off until the atmosphere kind of equalizes inside of here, where all the hydrogen is at the top. We may need to get a duplicate involved. Okay, how are those looking? Let's look at that. Okay, they're going down and around. We can go over like this. Good, good, good. Okay, we have a little bit of polluted oxygen in the pipe. Okay, hydrogen only in here, which is really good, right? So let's grab Liam. Let's move Liam in and out, go from one side to the next so we can equalize the hydrogen from one section over. Oh, yeah, that wouldn't help. If there's stuff inside, that is going to stop the liquid. The liquid's going to stop all of the everything, actually. It's going to stop everything from going where it needs to. Thank you, duplicants. You guys are doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. See how fast that worked. Alright, then we go up. Perfect. And then that'll filter out. Okay? Minor issues, everyone. Minor issues where we can fix. And then now if we look, all the hydrogen is starting to pool at the top like it should. It's not sporadically all over the place. Let's move all of this stuff out of here. Empty out the oxygen. Okay, and then this was 740. above, and then this one was like 450 above. And then we want to take this, copy the settings here, and whoosh. We should be back in business, almost. Okay, we are not back in business fully yet. Whoops. Okay, we need to get all 6 of these filled with hydrogen, all 6 of these tiles. There's not a lot of oxygen left in this one, but you can still see it. Okay, well, if you're idle, then go back out. Okay, now we have hydrogen all across the board, except for the one. Let's move back. Nope, we're good now. Okay. Alright, now that hydrogen is in all of those, we shouldn't have any issues. We'll have minor damage to these, but that's okay. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of materials to get things back on track. Alright, that looks good. Now that we've kind of figured out the issue. Yeah, wrong element, I know. Okay, then let's reclose that. No, don't close it off. Let's get all this material out of here. Okay, how's this doing? It's still 105.4. Temperature's still pretty toasty up here. Yeah, it might be a good idea to just add some cooling. Let's take up all of this stuff. Yeah, there we go. How are we doing on the other asteroid? What's going on over here? Okay, 80%. Yeah, we're not getting there yet, but we're almost there. Star map. Okay, we've almost made it to the asteroid field. Let's take a look at our other rocket. Let's go interior. Check on the oxygen. Okay, oxygen's good. Okay. Now, why are we in here without... Oh. Okay. That's why. Enable the building, please. There's no oxygen being made from this one, or it is now, but we are not sending it, so... We'll see if this will let us get some of the oxygen inside of that. There. Now we will have plenty of oxygen. Alright. With that working the way we need it to, one of the things we need to actually do is go back here and add a valve, right? We do not want it to go super fast. We want to make sure that we are looping the hydrogen to keep things nice and cold. I mean, even though yeah, all that is still pretty cold, but did we must have had some non-oxygen. Yeah, we got plenty of oxygen going through the areas. It's good. Let's go over here. We are going to need some food soon. Let's go to the blueprints. Curative tablets. Those are always good to have. What do we have down here? We do have carbon dioxide, so we could theoretically make a bunch of mushrooms. Oh, they take slime though. Do we even have slime here? Let's look. Slime. Yeah, not a lot though, so that's alright. We will just continue with what we have. Yeah, let's just do that. Some meat goes a long way. We should be making a bunch of barbecue. And then as always, we can send stuff over from the other asteroid if we needed to. Trapped. Trapped. No, trapped. Who's trapped? Oh. That's what happens when you don't have an extra suit lying around up there. Okay. All this seems to be working and having no issues. I say that right now, but I think we're doing okay. We're gonna open this up a little bit just for a moment, get all this out here, fix the hydrogen generator, and that should fix our issue. We want to let through... you know, we'll leave it at 1,000 for now. We have a lot of hydrogen in this backed up, so I think that this should be fine. At least for right now. I mean, because if you look at the oxygen coming through here, 37.8, coming out at 17.4, so this whole area is keeping it nice and cold anyways. Yeah, this is great. Okay, looks good. Looks really, really good. Unreachable food. Wrong element. Okay, you should have oxygen soon. There we go. Okay, so if we look now, we resolved our long commutes issue. It was up here forever, right? Like forever. And now that we have this internal, let's actually see if we can look at the entire chart here. Okay, average travel time. So if we look, it's below 40%. Okay, and this was, cycle 1 was 12%, and we've been up to 50 almost. Yeah, I saw 54%. We're down to, looks like 39%, which is good. Hopefully it continues, right? Hopefully we stay that way. I mean, we could even add other transit locations, like right next to the rockets if we really wanted to. It might be worth it for sure. Yeah, we do have stone hatches, which we'll just kind of start getting rid of. Yeah, that looks good. How much radiation are these guys getting? 1,026 and 1,000. Okay, so it's a good amount. All that's still getting made. This is good. Let's get rid of you and you and you. So it is keeping up with the temperature for right now, but I think it could be better. I definitely think this could be way better. Yeah. Okay. Food. Food, food, food. Alright, we need to check the other rocket because we want to send cargo loading complete. No, we're not loading any cargo. All we're going to be doing is sending the rover again. Okay. Yep, we're just going to go back, put the crew in. I guess we don't need to have a pilot for these, since it's just going to go back and forth, but I mean, a pilot increases the speed, I think. Man, I can't wait to do the liquid hydrogen now that we have so much super coolant. We're gonna go in. Let's see, what do we have? View interior. Okay, acknowledge warnings. And launch. We have some food, so we're good. Awesome. Okay. Now we don't have oxygen to those. Why? Okay, we are just sending oxygen in the wrong place right now. We want to provide oxygen down to all of these, right? So we are going to cut that off right there. Provide that oxygen down here. Let's get this at a higher priority, or highest priority. There we go. Perfect. Now oxygen's going to flow right into these, and we should be able to provide what we need. Look at all that ice just building up because of how cold it is here. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Unless we put a cooling system in place. I mean, with that pipe breaking, it's not going to work. So, it's really warm over here, so we may have to. We may have to. Okay, so that's how that is. Okay, so we could go up and over, and come on, there we go. And then just kind of cool this area down. Put some steel in here. And then what are we going to do? We're going to just deconstruct all of this. And then we're going to put some regular insulated pipe. We're just going to go back the other direction. And then over. And then we need a bridge going the opposite direction. Boom. Okay. Perfect. So what I'm thinking of doing is changing how this is, adding a what am I thinking of here? Adding supercoolant to this loop instead of what we have now, not changing the temperature, but cooling down both the cool steam vent and this section with supercoolant instead of the polluted water. It's probably not necessary, but honestly, I think that that'll work just fine. Oh, we got some yodeling. You can never go wrong with some extra yodeling. Idleness on this asteroid. Are you kidding me? You have a million things to do. Oh, that would be why. We want to use some granite. How about we do some digging then? Do. Definitely need some more materials. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're just gonna grab a little bit more materials from the different locations. There we go. Temperature's pretty hot. Turbine is too hot. Yeah. So this super coolant is not cooling down the turbines enough. Now, that's really weird. Let's see if we can change that with the temp shift plate. You know what? You know what we should do as well? We should add some sort of liquid. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. We're going to add, like, I don't know, maybe maybe a little bit of super coolant there. We'll cool that off, and by doing that, and then let's put it underneath here. Yeah, we need this to be colder, and for some reason it's not, and that's partially why it's not working properly. It's very strange to me that this is not staying the right temperature. Especially with these cooling down the vicinity. I wonder if the natural gas is affecting that. Probably is. It's alright though, we'll figure it out. Rocket is in orbit. Let's go to our rocket and then deploy the rover. Rover go there. Okay, rover's going, and then we go back. You know, let's see if we can grab a coffee mug while we're at it. We'll go to this asteroid, or not asteroid, but the asteroid field. Let's deconstruct this. Okay, now what's next? Dig whatever you can. This is gonna go over and up. Okay, we're just adding it to this section. To help cool it down. I mean, once this is cold, we will be in a great spot. Okay, am I missing something here? Oh, we don't have the capability of fixing our Atmos suit, so that's why nothing is getting done down below. We need some of the other things that we have. So what we are going to do is send the worn Atmo suits. Worn Atmo suits. Okay, allow manual use. And we're going to go back over here. We're going to send a couple of Atmo suits. Atmo suit. Okay. I'm just resigned to the fact that all of this is, this asteroid's always been a hot mess, so we're gonna have to fix it eventually, but I think we're okay right now. Alright. That looks good. We're getting some Atmo suits back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, send a couple more, and then no more. Okay, we don't need to send every single Atmo suit over there. How's this oxygen going? Okay, we are... definitely need to get this oxygen completely flowing properly. Yeah. Let's see, where are we getting this from? We're getting this from over here. Okay. Yeah, that's not enough, I don't think. Okay. So we don't have a lot of water from both sections. This water's still a little bit too cold. Let's see. Yeah. That's alright. What do we got here? Drucklet. Fantastic. Yeah, let's check our rocket that's over here. How much do we have left? We've got... Okay, they're almost done. Alright, how about our diamond? Okay, all that's going to be giving us diamond soon. Looks good. Okay, so all this is starting to turn into water again. Right? Because we have steam in here now. It's going to turn into water, and then that's going to be great. Let's see, what do we got here? The steam is 97.8 degrees. Okay. It's going to need to be a little bit colder, but we're almost there. Lots of fixing in this episode. Lots and lots of fixing. Oh, look, there's some random brine just lying around. How dare you? Agriculture on Ellie. Heck yeah, Ellie, let's go. Definitely need that. Let's make sure we have stuff to do. Oh, you can't make it down there, can you? Okay. That's fine. This will let you get there. Nope, can't get those. Okay. Good to know. Because when I send duplicants here, I want to be ready to start rolling. I want to go down to the bottom here. I want to get this gold volcano tamed. I want to get all this stuff situated. I gotta find the artifacts. those kind of things. We need to grab the waterweed seeds because they need to be sitting in salt water. Or not sitting in salt water, but they need salt water to grow, and they need bleach stone for fertilization, which I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Bleach stone is kind of... it's okay. We have a little bit, I think, on the main asteroid. Maybe we'll just do it all there. Okay, that looks good. What's this temperature look like over here? Yeah, see, we're cooling off the area pretty nicely. Mm-hmm. All right. Looks great. Let's take a look at our plants over here. 88% on that one. Long commutes. Who has the long commutes? Oh, I see. Okay. Running up and down and everything, because they were going all the way down here. That's what made it take so long. I suppose we could throw another transit tube somewhere, but yeah, this one needs more oxygen. Okay, that is... It is backing up, but... Yeah, we need more oxygen here, so I'm gonna let them fill out like that. Okay. So there's some hydrogen getting stuck in the mix here. That's... I'm not sure why. Because the hydrogen should be... Maybe it's 640 and that might be why. I mean, we shouldn't be getting any hydrogen out in these two. Not with how everything is at the moment. Okay, let's go back to the star map. And then let's go back home. Same thing with this rocket. We want Apollo to go back home. That way, what's that platform on the left? Go to the top here, let's look. This one is 462, so we want to click on this rocket. No, go back. 462. Perfect. That way we have this one open. We are going to need to create some of that. 1, 2, all the way up to the top. 1, 2. I'm just gonna get this ready for the other rocket to get back. So this is gonna allow a lot of what am I thinking of here? Preparation for the rocket to land on the other platform. Okay, that looks good. Okay, what's this temperature like? Yeah, this stuff's still pretty hot. Yeah, we're gonna tame this a different way, I think. I don't like how this worked out, and in my head, it would make more sense to revamp it, make it look right, and all those other fun things. Okay, we have water here, so if we have water there, let's just cut that off for now, because we need the extra water. Okay, where is this going? Okay, this is going right to the other side of this, so that's good. We're using that water efficiently. We're not changing that piping there. Although, what was I doing here? Oh, yes, I remember. So what we're doing here is we created a, hey, feed the fertilizer synthesizers first, and then go in this direction down to the other side. So let's make this a higher priority, and then that will be good. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to change that one, and that one. I don't care if steam gets out of here. It's going to immediately cool off in the vicinity. I think that should be fine. Not too concerned about that at all. Okay. Appreciated, yes. Everyone is appreciated. Or if they don't feel appreciated, they should. What we are going to do is we are going to send... Who are we sending over there? We are sending... Quinn. And we're gonna send Quinn because of that agriculture. I think Quinn has 20 almost in agriculture. Let's look at the skills meter here. Quinn. 18 as opposed to 9, right? So while Ellie is doing a great job at that, I think that if we send Quinn over, we'll have a better chance of getting the mutated seeds that we can send over. Oh, the asteroid's inbound. Alright, and whoosh. This reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where the kid gets sent up in space in a million pieces. This is the old Willy Wonka. I'm not talking about the new one. The new one was fine. It had its place. I enjoyed it. But I'm talking about the older one with Gene Wilder. Yeah, that's right. Showing my age a little bit here, but that's okay. We need to pick up all of this ethanol just kind of lying around here. Okay, so for some reason, these started working again. It's probably because the piping, all this stuff got colder. Yeah, must have just because of how cold everything got. So we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna go down and over. And then we want a liquid bridge right there. Okay. Progress, everyone. We are making definite progress. Feeling pretty happy with that situation. Oh, we need to change the priorities. Ellie, we're going to turn off your farming since Quinn has now got us covered. It'd be kind of neat if you could teach, if your duplicants could teach other duplicants how to do things. That would be kind of neat, I think. I'm not expecting that to happen. I just think that'd be kind of cool if you have like a masterwork, someone that can teach others, be like, hey, here are my notes on how to build the thermo aquatuner, so you should be better at building thermo aquatuners. That'd be kind of cool, I think. Probably, there's probably a mod for that, I would imagine. Now we don't need manual use. Do not send sulfur manually. That is not cool. Even though that's what they're doing. Do 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 do. Boop. There we go. Okay, we can pick up that. Pick up those. Okay. We are going to need to send this carbon dioxide somewhere. So this is going to have to go down and around like out here. We'll do a high pressure vent so that way it doesn't just sit there. Okay. Looks good. What do we have next? What are we doing? Who am I? Let's just take a look at this. What do we have here? Okay, we've got copper meteor shower going to our second asteroid. We have an unidentified object, which I'm going to assume is more gassy moos, going straight in for the gassy moo asteroid. Okay. Looks good. Alright, did this stuff get fixed? Where are we looking? Up here. Okay, all of it is water now, so that's what we wanted to see, right? We didn't get very much steam, or if we did, we're not really seeing it too much. We're gonna build, or get rid of just the buildings on the outside and all this. We want to get rid of the automation that's sitting here. We're also going to deconstruct this tile and this tile, because then all that water is going to fall in there. Actually, deconstruct this one and this one. Yeah. See, that wasn't so bad. We're not going to do anything to this until this goes dormant again. I'm going to send this liquid pump all the water out the liquid pump, I think. And that will be it. Yeah. Not terrible. It was kind of unforeseen circumstances, but now that we know better on how to fix these issues that we ran into, I think we're golden. Okay, we picked up all that ice that's just sitting there. Awesome. Okay, let's get rid of all this piping here. Don't need to get rid of that wiring. Yep, looks good. And then if we open this up, all of that's going to go over here and then drop and then get in the way of this. So we're going to build a section off so none of that water falls down here. Okay. Now, let's turn this to 95 grams. Alright, how are we doing over here? It looks like things are doing well. We don't have a ton of sandstone, but a little bit. Just a little bit. We have some printables. Let's get that going. Some Paku. A little flapping Paku. They're going to flap in sync. Look at that. There's all 8 of them in sync right there. We have barbecue. So let's get all of that. Toilets. Don't tell me there's a toilet issue. How is there a toilet issue? Oh, toilets issues here. Duplicants that urgently need to use the restroom. Okay. No, 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 no. Full bladder. Okay, so you are there. I was just concerned that we did not have it ready. Perfect. Looks fine. Alright, things are getting built. We are in... Yeah, the turbines are too hot again. Let's do this. Highest priority. Pretty please. Okay. We technically do have a vacuum here. Well, not a vacuum, but we have the separated the atmospheres with the crude oil here and here because the tiles, you know, the way that the tiles work. So we could vent out all this, but I think at the moment we want to add a little bit more just in case. Meteor showers all over the place. What do we got? Sand? Oh, regolith. Regolith, got it. Okay. No, we can't get rid of those, unfortunately. We can kind of go this way and explore a little bit. No, can't get those. So if we do that, then we can build a little ladder, go up. There we go. And then we just go digging straight across. Perfect. All that sand will get removed. Alright. What else do we have going on here? Oh, we should have another cup. We do. Office mug away. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of this. Deconstruct it. Let's deconstruct these. There we go. Yeah, this one didn't really work as much as the one that we have down here did. Yeah, definitely didn't work the way I wanted it to. It's supposed to be a cooler injector, right? So when this door is closed, it just sends cold between here and here, but it didn't really work the way that I wanted it to. So now that we know better, in the future we will have a better system put in place. Okay, let's mop those up. Get a lot of this material back. I'm not saying that where I learned it from was bad. I'm just saying I think we have better options for this in the future. Okay. Now what's next, everybody? Now that we're going to check, you know, we're going to check our work. Okay, hydrogen only in those tubes, looks good. Oxygen only, we are producing enough oxygen over here. Let's take a look across the base. Looks like oxygen is flowing into all of the different locations that it needs to flow to. We did stop this one, which is not intentional, so we will fix that. That is not a part of the system. This is all hydrogen. We need to change the blueprint to that. Perfect. Okay. Unreachable toilet. What do you mean unreachable toilet? Yeah, you should be fine. We need to do this. We need to go here and always clear. They may... Yeah. I think that we didn't have that set properly. But we are going to slow it down right here, everyone. We hit our hour and 25-minute mark. I think that we are doing pretty well. And we should have food. Not sure why we are saying food. Anyways, please let me know how you think I'm doing. I do appreciate the comments, the questions, the feedback, all of that good stuff in the section below. Like I said, we are changing kind of how our entire series is by doing 3 episodes a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about an hour and a half for all of those. So you're not really losing too much time, just 30 minutes from 5 episodes per week. I want to focus more on the quality over quantity, so that's kind of why we are doing that. And in the future, I will communicate that probably via the comment section, but we'll go from there. That's it, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.